Hello class, today we will be drawing an example of a Kwakatao headdress. The Kwakatao Indian tribe was a tribe that was located in the Vancouver, British Columbia area, and they utilized these headdresses as a representation of the ancient spirits. They also were a representation of the social status of the families that wore the headdresses. So today we're going to draw this example here. As I mentioned before, the headdresses were used as a symbol of the ancient spirits that went before them, or the gods that they believed in. They felt like this was the physical representation of those spirits, and you can tell that they focused a lot on trying to bring to life these headdresses, or giving these headdresses the feeling that they are alive. There's a lot of emphasis on the eye area. The eye is considered the window to the soul, so that is where the emphasis is going to be. So when we do our drawing, we are going to definitely emphasize the eye area. We're actually going to start with drawing the eye, and you would just start off by drawing a bit of an oval shape, kind of like a jelly bean. And we are just going to be starting off with a sketch today, and we will go through and color in the drawings at another time. But you have a little jelly bean, and then you would draw a triangle here that will be sort of like the crevice of the eye. In our example, the eye is kind of jeweled, so we fill in that oval. And kind of add swirls to it so it looks like it's a jewel. The other big piece of the picture is the eyebrow. And so we will go and make sure we draw that eyebrow. It's sort of like a boomerang. So you bring it around the eye, round it off, and point it. Round it off point like a boomerang. And there you have the beginning of the emphasis of your portrait, the eye and the eyebrow. Then we will go ahead and draw the rest of the head area. So we start off here with the curve. We move the curves in a little bit. And then we have a very pronounced beak. And you look to curve that beak out all the way down, kind of like the toucans from Fruit Loops. And we'll start to close in on the mouth. And these just come up. Come around here. to erase, you can go ahead and do that. And you're going to have to round this out a little bit more. You want to make sure that you connect the forehead. As you can see, this bird is very angry. This must have been an angry spirit that it was representing. And you add detail here to the beak. They would get the best carpenters and carvers to create these pieces of art. As I mentioned before, the art represented the social status of the families that were wearing these masks. So the better the mask, the more important you were socially. So you add the details here to the beak, and you would color that in when you would go through and actually do a colored rendering of this mask. And then the last touch is adding the hair that is on the top. And this mask headdress has some wild and crazy hair, so you can have a little bit of fun with that, making it go up wild. Gives you kind of a stringy dark brown. Hope you all get that reference from Back to the Future. Make me not feel as old as I feel from even knowing about Back to the Future. But yes, you would go ahead and add in the hair. And if you might want to add a little details, maybe a little stringy pieces here and there. Kind of go through and make it feel like it's actual pieced together rope, or in some cases it'd be animal hair. And then you can add a little more detail here to the eye. And then it has a few dots or markings here on the back. And then you add a little more detail to the hair as it kind of swishes back when you get closer to the end of the mask. Almost like a slick down hairstyle. And there you have it. You would follow that up with some colored details and making it your own. Maybe adding some details to the eyebrow to underscore how angry it is. And there you have your Kawakatao headdress. Thank you all for listening to the lesson, and I hope you all have fun with drawing your headdress.